In today's video, I'm going into exploring envy or jealousy in your body and connecting and talking with it to see what it really needs, like the underlying needs of these feelings that come up within you. It's like, oh, I'm just envious of these people, and how dare, they, make it good and I'm not there. Like, it's just not fair. But digging into it a little bit, like digging in and exploring this feeling within yourself, then you can kind of tease out, well, actually, the reason I feel this way is because I need. So I'm continuing the series on envy and jealousy this week. And I wanted to play today with connecting with it in our bodies, with feeling the jealousy or the envy within our body and becoming aware of that sensation of like what it is, where it is, and being able to connect with it and communicate with it and talk with it and see, does it need anything, or, what is underlying it within feeling it in our bodies. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. And to get started, if you want to stand or sit down, you can do it along with me, or you can just follow along, whatever feels comfortable for you. But if you're sitting, I usually come to more the edge of the seat so that I can get my feet planted on the ground and I can get my spine a little bit more upright, and then I'm a little more grounded or stable in my posture. And then I just start to connect with my body, start to become aware of it. Like, what do you notice? What areas have tightness, or just starting to listen to your body. And then from here, I want to play with going into envy or jealousy. So come up with or think about a time where you were envious of others, or you were jealous, like you were feeling that, maybe someone was running off, and not being with you. In these, again, are stories that we have in our head, but they do affect us. And feel these times where either you were envious, someone had something that you didn't have, or jealous of them. And feel it or notice where that sensation is coming up in your body. Like if I'm jealous of someone else's status, of them being able to make all kinds of money, and I'm over here struggling or something, like what is that feeling inside of me that's coming up? And notice where it is in your body. And then start to describe the feeling. So if I'm noticing it within myself, like somewhere in my gut kind of feeling, like very much a feeling of lack. I don't have this. I'll never have it. I'll never get to have it. They do. Lucky them. Kind of like that's not fair that they get to do that, that they get to have that. And feeling that coming up, like a fairness or wanting that fairness. And right away my thoughts go to, but have I actually put in the work like they did? Or have I actually done what they did? Like, I have no idea. This is, me looking at them, this outer image of them, maybe on social media, and being like, oh, this is, of course they have all this money, so of course they're happy, of course they have all these things. But I actually don't know anything about what they've been through, or the struggles they've gone through, or what they've had to work through to get where they are. But continuing to tap into that feeling in myself, that feeling of lack, feeling of I don't have it, it's not fair. And then the question comes up too around deserving, but then I wonder, do I feel that I'm not deserving? Like, do I actually believe that I'm not deserving of it? And then I get an even more tighter feeling in myself when I think about that. Oh, yeah, I'm not really deserving of that. So continuing to just notice it in your body. And then can we connect with it and ask it questions? Like, what does it need? There is a lack in there and a belief that you're not deserving, or at least in myself, of not deserving. So knowing that we're all deserving. And with that thought, I'm feeling like I want to connect into my heart and open up my heart and allow like this abundance and love out. Like allowing that to shift and connect with that envy and that lack inside of me. And feeling like this love kind of radiate out from me. And if you're not feeling love in yourself, what is something like a time where you felt loved or a time where you felt belonged or accepted? And really feel that feeling wash over you. And then if we go back to this feeling of envy and being in that kind of feeling of, oh, I don't, I'm not ever going to have this. And swapping back to the heart again and feeling that love once again. Like going back and forth between these two, opening that love up, acceptance, knowing that you do belong, that you are accepted, that you are loved. And in this place, I'm kind of feeling like, well, does the envy, does it matter? Let me connect again down to that feeling in the envy. I'm asking it again what it needs. And it wants sense of safety, sense of security, sense of comfort, love, to know that it belongs and is accepted and can, always be taken care of and supported. And so it makes sense, this envy of, like, oh, I see someone that's making a bunch of money, they're successful with their business, and I'm envious of that. It's like, oh, it makes sense because then in my mind, in my stories, the need for me is that I need the stability, the security, the comfort. And if I don't have, a level of income coming in like them, I'm not going to have all this, and these, again, are stories that I have that are underlying this, that I'm not even really sure that I even saw those reasons. It's like, oh, I'm just envious of these people and how dare, they, make it good and I'm not there. Like, it's just not fair. But digging into it a little bit, like digging in and exploring this feeling within yourself, then you can kind of tease out, well, actually, the reason I feel this way is because I need safety, security, comfort. And seeing them, even though it's an exterior image of them, of, having this money that represents this safety, security, and comfort that I want. So, taking another breath, I'm going to wrap up the body connection here. But taking another breath, and I'm going to connect back with my heart so I can leave on a note of being connected with the love and abundance. And feeling that. And in the dialogue box below, I do have a link to my Patreon as well. And every week I go into different explorations, different movement things, different tips or tricks, and getting you connected with your body so that you can really find and connect to yourself, like who you really want to be. So do take a look. Again, that's in the dialogue box below. But again, feeling this underlying, like in your body, connecting with it and seeing that, oh, these are the underlying reasons that I feel this envy. And you can also do it with jealousy. You can, explore these different reasons in your body and see what comes up. Like, see what words, things, emotions. And for me, as I was exploring it, a lot of it was just, oh, this is the next thought that I have. Oh, this is what I'm feeling. Or, like things came up for me. But explore and see what comes up in your body. Like, what are the sensations? Describe them, feel them, sense them. And then ask it questions, like, what is it you need? What are you feeling in this moment? And again, these kind of things can be quite triggering, so I do recommend as well to have guidance with like a somatic therapist or a coach, a somatic or embodiment coach, and they can help hold the space for you while you're doing these things. So do be careful if you're doing these things on your own and you don't want to re-trigger old wounds in yourself. That can be quite traumatic as well. Well, thank you again for joining me today. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach, and I use these kind of tools of connecting in with the body, but also exploring what it is you need to find who you are and to really connect with that voice in you. And again, if you are enjoying these videos and getting value out of them, do hit that like, share, and subscribe button below. And thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.